After my last tutorial, somebody commented and asked for a video on linking Abaqus 2024 with Fortran and Visual Studio. So here it is. Today, I'm walking you through how properly link Abaqus 2024 with Visual Studio and Intel Fortran compiler. Now listen, there are 5 crucial steps you need to follow, and the last 2 are the most important. Please don't skip anything in this video. If you miss even one small step, you could spend hours later trying to fix things that are totally avoidable. Alright, let's jump right in. And by the way, if you have ideas for what next video should be, drop them in the comments. We have to check the compatibility of Intel Fortran compiler with Visual Studio. So I search Intel Fortran Visual Studio compatibility and this site pops out. If you go all the way down, you see here we have the Intel OpenAI release, we have Intel compiler version, and we have the Microsoft Visual Studio version. So if you have 2025 with compiler of Fortran, you can have 2022 and 2019. Or if you have 2021, you can have 2022 and 2019. So it's better to check it out before trying to install that. I tried the Fortran version of 2022. I tried the Fortran version of 2022 or 2021. It works well with Visual Studio 2022. I couldn't link the Intel compiler 2025 with 2022. Maybe it's because the Abaqus version is 2024 and it's not compatible with it. If you could link that, just let me know in the comments down below. Okay? Now it's time to go to the first step. Install Visual Studio 2022. So we search that Visual Studio 2002 community version download. You can go straight from the Microsoft website. Here the second one is the download. Go for the community version to download this one. It works well with the subroutine. You don't need the professional or enterprise version for now. So you click on the free download and you can save it. And this is the setup. Just double click on it. Yes. Click on continue. It starts downloading the files required to be installed. It takes a little bit of time. Okay, as I installed that before, it gives me something like this to update. Install that. If you hit on install, you only need to check this one, and here you can say install while downloading or download all then install. It's up to you. I chose this one and started the installation. I installed it before, so I skipped this one. So if you search download OpenAI Fortran compiler and you click on this one, it directly takes you to the website where you can download the Intel Fortran compiler, and the version is 2025. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the previous versions. At the time I installed that, I could have the access to the previous version. Then I dug up and all the way down to this one, you see here it says if you have priority support and would you like to have the access to the older versions, you can go through the online service center. So you can go here and to the online service center and creating a support ticket and ask them to give you the download file, or you can go to this link that I put for you in the description and you can download the 2024 version. So let me put it on something that I haven't installed yet. So here it says you can write down your business email address or you can continue as a guest download. So I save it here and it should start downloading. So after you finish downloading, you open the installer, extract the files. So this is the 2025 Fortran compiler. If you click on continue, it starts downloading the required files, and as I install them, I only can modify them. So when you want to install that, you would go to this one, you have to check this one, then install the oneAPI based toolkit. After you install the Intel successfully, we have to check that if Intel and Visual Studio are linked together. in that case, we need to go to the Visual Studio 2022, and here we need to go continue without code, and from file you go to new and file. Here it should show Intel or Fortran. So if you see this one, it means that Visual Studio and Fortran compiler are linked together. Now it's time to create some environment variables. From here you can write environment variables, and you see here we have the environment variables. Click on this one, and from path you go to edit, and you need to enter the path of compiler and the Visual Studio. So I already did that. Let's go and find them. Okay, this is for the Visual Studio. It should be in your Drive C program files, Visual Studio 2022 Community, VC, Auxiliary, and Build. So you copy this one here, and in your environment variables you just need to paste it here, and here you need to find path and double click on it. In the end you can select this one. It's a little bit tricky. You paste it, click on OK. The other path is for Intel compiler, so I only copy this from here. If you go to this PC, Drive C, Program Files, 86, Intel, oneAPI, compiler, we have a bunch of different compilers here. You might have only the version you installed, or it might be the latest. Mine was this one, so I go to here, and env, this is vars, and we need to copy here. So you basically copy this one, you go to the environment variables and add them here in both, and okay, now we're down to the last two. By far they are the most important parts. The next thing we should do is to change the bat file of Abaqus. But before doing that, I want to ask you a favor. If you enjoyed this video so far, please share your feedback with me in the comments down below. It's totally free for you, but it motivates me to create more videos like this. I would go to the directory of Abaqus, which is Drive C, Simulia, and command if you install Abaqus in the default folder. So you have the ABQ 2024. I recommend you guys to copy this file and paste it here in order to make changes, because you're not able to replace this file most of the time. So we have this file here. You can click on it and edit in Notepad, or if you're using Windows 10 or older versions, you always have the open with, and in the open with you can use the Notepad. So I click on edit in Notepad, and this is this file, echo off set local. I press enter here. So now you need to write down the path of the VCVARs from the Intel compiler and Visual Studio. So you go to the same directory and you can right click on it and say copy as path, or you can go to show more option, properties, and you can copy this one. Okay, you paste it here, but before that you should say call, then this one, then write down the Intel 64 and the version is VS 2022. That's okay. So you need to do it for the Visual Studio. It's not mandatory, but it's better to be there. So we need to copy that for VCVARs, need to copy as path. And as you see here, it's created. Then you need to go and save as. Here, put this one on all files. You put the name of Abaqus 2024.bat, save it, yes. Then you need to go to this one, copy this one, and paste it here, and check on replace file in the destination. After doing that, you have to right click on this one, edit in Notepad. You should see call and this one, and you have to see this one, this call, and this is the VC vars. Right, this step is also over. It takes us to the last step, which is changing the target files. Okay, I have Abaqus CAE here, or I can search it Abaqus CAE and open file location. From show more options, properties, this is the target, but I need to add the target of the Intel Fortran compiler in the beginning of this one. So once more, I open this one, edit in Notepad, copy this one from here to here, copy, you need to paste it here, you need to place an and then a space. So copy here, and you paste it here. Okay, we have it right now, program files, and we have the version of the file. It's a little hard to go and see. Yeah, here we have Intel 64 vs 2022, and we need to hit OK. Now we need to do the same thing for the Abaqus command. By using Alt and Enter, you can go directly to here. So, and I already did that for this one, and we have it. If you've done everything correctly, they must be linked together. Now let's go and double check. By opening the Abaqus command, a quick and easy way is to go for Abaqus space info equal to system, and as you see here, we have Visual Studio 2022 and we have Microsoft Corporation. It checks, and here it says the Fortran compiler you have is 2021.7, and we have the Fortran compiler here, so it means it was successful. If you don't see this one, it means you missed some part. There are other quick verifications. So there's one for Abaqus standard solver. So Abaqus verify dash space dash user std. It shows you the product verification. Then it takes a little time to check the subroutine verification. And as you see here, you see verification procedure completed, and as Abaqus standard with user subroutine is pass. You should see this pass here. And there's another one is Abaqus verify dash user underline exp, which is for Abaqus explicit. So he's verifying it now. As you see here, it says Abaqus explicit single precision completed validation succeed, and here double precision completed, and the result is pass. If you've done everything according to this video, there should be linked. If not, just let me know in the comments down below. I can help you. If you have still problem, you might want to go to this path, and you have to find Windows 86 64 env, and you can edit it in Notepad. Then here you see this is iFort, which is the old version of it. You can replace it with ifx and save the file. It might solve your problem. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please smash the like button and subscribe to the channel to see more videos like this. And to start your first subroutine lesson, click on the video on screen before it ends. Stay tuned.